What is happening, everyone? It is your boy Bran here. Welcome along to the channel and welcome along to the video, and it is that time of the week again. It is the reaction and the player ratings video for the game last night, which was Crystal Palace 1, Arsenal 3. Wow. We are still within touching distance of getting into Europe. I mean, it's been crazy. The season has been crazy. It's been so mainly down, but not up. It's definitely not been up. But we do, technically, mathematically, still have a chance of getting into Europe next season. I mean, we've got to hope that West Ham lose on Sunday, Tottenham lose on Sunday, Everton lose on Sunday. So we have a chance to beat Brighton. We've got to beat Brighton ourselves to have any chance of getting into Europe next season. I mean, personally, me, I'd rather miss out on Europe altogether and rebuild, redesign, and come again, because the team this season has been utterly shite. Let's be honest. The season, even though the last few games have been nothing short of brilliant. I mean, we've gone on a good run of, I think it's now 3 or 4. Is it 3 or 4? Something like that. 3 games unbeaten in the league. Beat West Brom. Beat Chelsea. And now we've beaten Crystal Palace. So, yeah. Still within touching distance. But personally, I know most people probably say you've just been negative and all this crap. And nah. I'm not negative. I won't mind getting into Europe next season, but personally, for us to have the season that we should have, and to maybe improve more, we should miss out on Europe. That's my opinion, but other people got their opinions. But if we finish 7th, yep, we're guaranteed a spot in the UEFA Europa Conference League, which is a third competition that UEFA have brought in as more competition, I guess. Which is understandable because there are only 2 major competitions in Europe, obviously the Champions League and the Europa League. So to give other teams a chance at getting into Europe and bringing up more competition, they've introduced a third European competition, which is called the Europa Conference League. And we have a slim chance of getting into that if we finish 7th. But personally, I'd rather miss out on Europe altogether. But on to the game. I mean, first half, absolutely bossed it. Arsenal absolutely bossed it. From minute 1 right to 45, it was all Arsenal. 1-0 up at half-time, you're thinking, come on, go out in the second half, get the second goal, put the game to bed, and you're thinking, yes, good win. But of course, you know what happens with us. Completely switched off, and we just went to sleep until like the 74th minute when Martinelli and Xhaka came on. I mean, it's funny because it's true, because the way we came out in that second half, we were so slow, so lethargic, so methodical, trying to break them down, trying to create the perfect goal. And then Crystal Palace equalised through Christian Benteke. Should he have been on the pitch? Nope. He shouldn't have even been on the pitch. And also Jeffrey Schlupp after that high tackle. Yeah, it's early in the game, but it's still a red card offence. Should have had 2 players sent off, but did they? No, because the referee was basically on their side for most of the game. Well, I'm not going to complain about the ref. I can't be asked complaining about no refs. But then, yeah, Benteke scores. And it's 1-1. And you think, oh, for fuck's sake, here we go again. But then, our saviour, the Brazilian saviour, Gabriel Martinelli, comes on the pitch and he scores. And VAR was taking a long, hard look at the goal, thinking it was handball, when they didn't even look 5 seconds at Jeffrey Schlupp's tackle on Emil Smith-Rowe in the first half. And then they didn't even take a minute to look at the Benteke incident, where he elbowed Mohamed El Neni in the throat. Xhaka got done for putting his hand around someone's neck, and he's gone and threw his arm at his throat. What's the difference? There's no difference. But it is what it is at the end of the day. But we go 2-1 up through Mbappe. Good God in heaven, I wish. No, Martinelli. 2-1 through Martinelli, and then Nicolas Rasclot Pepe finishes it off, and it makes it 3-1 with a good solo goal. Picked it up from the edge of the box and then just dribbled in. Keeper should have done better. But for the Benteke goal, I've got to say Leno should have saved it. But other than that, he was as commanding as anyone. And I mean, let's get into the player rating. Starting goal, you know who it is, the German maestro himself, not Manuel Neuer, Bernd Leno. He gets a 7 for me. His distribution was good, his handling was good. Bit at fault for the goal. Well, say at fault for the goal, but he could have done better with the goal. So, other than that, solid performance. Give him a 7. Going to the right back position, Callum Chambers. What more can I say? He was solid. Again, commanding in the air. Had Benteke in his pocket. Whenever he had to. Had Zaha in his pocket. Zaha was shit. And everyone said that Zaha would be the better option than Pepe. Are you fucking for real? Take a hard look at yourself. But Callum Chambers, few good crosses as well. I mean, I wanted Cedric in my lineup, but Callum Chambers has stepped up. And I mean, he's doing the business. He's doing the job that Hector Bellerin should be doing. But Chambers, he gets a 7. Going to the centre-back position, starting off with Rob Holding. Again, another solid performance. Give him a 7. Didn't put a foot wrong. Going next to him, Gabriel. Now, he was the only one for me that looked really... He did look shaky in certain areas. I mean, the goal, he should have been a lot stronger against Benteke. He should have been with him, but he lost him. And Benteke got free and he scored. You know what Benteke's all about. As soon as he gets in, he finishes. But Gabriel will learn, and he'll come back stronger. But for Gabriel's performance, I give him a 6. Going to left back position, Kieran Tierney. Strong performance again. Assist for the goal for Pepe. Brilliant play between him and Saka down the left. Crossed it in. Pepe with a shot. Right-footed volley into the bottom corner. Beautiful finish as well from Peps. But give credit to Tierney for the cross. And for his performance, I give him a 7. Going to the midfield, starting off with Thomas Partey. Again, few moments where he looked a bit shaky and he looked a bit loose with his passing. But breaking up the play, nothing wrong with it. And I mean, there's people out there, I've seen people out there saying we should just get rid of him straight away after a year. I mean, Willian's done shit. Thomas Partey's come in, he came in injured, he's been injured for most of the season, and he's not had a good run, a consistent run of games. So, hopefully, like I keep saying, we will see the better Thomas Partey next season. But for his performance, I'll give him a 6, just like Gabriel. Going next to him, Mohamed El Sideways, Mohamed El Neni, whatever you want to call him. Again, another solid performance. Can't put a foot wrong at the moment, can't El Neni. He played well against Chelsea. He played absolutely brilliantly against Chelsea, but that game last night, he was good. Nothing wrong at all with his performance. I'll give him a 7. Going to the right wing position, we are going to go to Nicolas Rasclot Pepe. He gets an 8. Man of the match performance. Brilliant performance by Pepe. He was all over the place. He was getting up and down the flank, helping out his defence, helping out the attack, scoring 2 goals. What more do you want? I mean, I've had people come at me saying that Pepe... because I said that Pepe's been one of our best players. And some people have been saying, oh... Isn't that a sign of how bad Arsenal's season's been because you've had to rely on someone who's not worth 72 million? Yeah, everyone keeps bringing up this 72 million. Yeah, who gives a fuck about price tags? I mean, yeah, it doesn't defy you as a player for a price tag. Yeah, look at Coutinho. He's done nothing at Barcelona, but he doesn't get slated every week. Yeah, he's not playing, but he doesn't get slated as much as Pepe does. Stupid, absolutely stupid. But Pepe gets an 8 for his performance. Going to the centre attacking mid position, Emile Smith-Rowe, the Croydon De Bruyne. What a performance again. Heart and soul. He just belongs in the Arsenal team. He is, oh my God. Breakthrough season for Emile Smith-Rowe. Absolutely incredible. Another good performance. He gets a 7 for his performance. Going to the left wing position, Bukayo Saka. Again, can't fault it. Can't fault it. Pre-assist for the goal for Pepe's first. I mean, he got took off for Martinelli. I think it was. Was it Martinelli or was it... who did he get took off for? I think it was Martinelli. But everyone was wondering why he got took off. And could be an injury, could be tactical. Who knows? But Saka's performance was good. I'll give him a 7. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, quiet. He was quiet. I mean, I have not seen Oba play this bad in a long time. But you can forgive it because, I mean, he has carried our club for so many years, ever since he's been here. I mean, he tied goal of the season with Salah and Mane. He saved Mikel Arteta's job last season, winning them the FA Cup. I mean, he's been our top scorer for the last 2 seasons. What more do you want from the man? And the man's just come back from having malaria. I mean, malaria. It is a dreadful disease, and you cannot recover from malaria like that. It's like having flu, but even worse. I mean, he said he's never felt as sick in his life. But for his performance last night, I'll give him a 6. Going on to the subs. First of all, I can't remember who the subs were. I know Xhaka and Martinelli came on, but I can't remember who was the first substitute? Who was the first one? I can't remember. It wasn't Ceballos. It wasn't Lacazette. Oh, Ødegaard. That's it. Ødegaard. Martin Ødegaard came on. Assist for the goal for Martinelli. Came on. Brought some energy to the team. Gets a 6. Gabriel Martinelli himself, he gets a 6. Scored a goal. Actually, no, I'm going to up that. I'm going to give him a 7. Scored a goal. Came off the bench. Made an impact. That's exactly what we want. And Granit Xhaka, obviously, he didn't really do much other than sit at left back. So, standard 5 for him. Mikel Arteta, manager rating. Going to give him a 7. I mean, most people still don't want him here. Me personally, I don't want him here, but he's definitely staying. No doubt about it. So, just got to hope and pray that we do have a successful summer. Because if we don't, we're fucked. We're royally fucked. We need to be spending at least close to 100 million. Maybe even more than that. To get this team back to where it once fucking was. And we need to get rid of the deadwood as well. Let's hope that happens as well. But we roll on to Sunday where we play our last game of the season. Even though it shouldn't be our last game of the season. That should be Wednesday. But forget it. Forget it. Premier League on Sunday against Brighton. I'll be back on Saturday with the preview and predicted lineup for that game. And we know Matty Ryan can't play because he's ineligible. But good win for the Arsenal, 3-1. And I shall be back on Saturday with the preview and predicted lineup for that game against Brighton, the last game of the season. And then I'll be back Monday, and then I'll be on Monday for the reaction and player ratings. And then another video will be coming out of my review for the entire season at some point during the week. I don't know when, but just look out for that. I do apologise. If you do enjoy the video, slap a like on the bottom, give me a thumbs up, you know what to do by now. Subscribe if you're new for more content. Until next time, we shall see you later.